was always frustrated at my inability to get people to completely resolve trauma, stuff from their past that was continuing to have negative effects on them.
I was trained in EMDR, level 1 and level 2. I'm trained in cognitive behavioral therapy, sand therapies, place therapies.
Lots of the systems I studied were ineffective, expensive, and painful for the patient. And then with managed care, the brief forms of therapy didn't even talk about or consider the effects of past trauma, which I knew were completely relevant to the patient's symptoms. And then I discovered rapid trauma resolution.
When you learn how it works, you'll be so surprised about how fast it really is. You know, I've worked with clients for a year and felt like I was helpful and I did the best that I could, but they weren't nearly where they needed to be. And I knew it, and I kept thinking, you know, there's something else that I could do. I just didn't know what it was.
My favorite part is that I know I have the tools to really help these people change their lives. It's so fun to watch them go from this to, hey, it happened. And we're talking about in 1 or 2 sessions, somebody who's never spoken about their sexual abuse, something that they've been ashamed of, to now feel good about who they are, it's done, and have that kind of light and charisma is nothing better.
I've been using rapid trauma resolution for the past 4 years, and here's what I found. First of all, it's just an amazing process. It quickly and relatively painlessly and completely and permanently eliminates the negative effects of trauma, whether the person has known that those events or that particular event has been having a negative effect or not.
It's very client-centered. It is able to be unobtrusive. I have never had any clients who were upset, like having every action, like we call it, like we see lots of times with EMDR or some of the other trauma therapies. The clients seem to respond very well to it. Most of the time I have clients respond to it, and by the end of the session they're laughing or joking with me, and they say, you know, oh, you know, how could that help? And then they come back and say, you know, I tried to be upset about that memory, and it's I'm not anymore. And I'm like, well, then, you know, that's what it was supposed to do.
The rapid trauma resolution Dr. Connolly introduced me to has allowed me to live a more normal life. You know, I don't have self-esteem issues any longer, and from here forward I know that I'm going to be able to proceed without the injury in my soul that has held me down for decades.
I just recently had a session with Dr. Conley, and he has helped me more than I've ever dreamed of. I would want to refer anyone to Dr. Conley because of how much it has helped me. I never thought that I would be sitting here today as comfortable and as peaceful, and the happiness, inner peace that I got from one session with him.
And I didn't have to give him the whole history. I just told him what I wanted to have happen, and he cleared it up. I was probably only worked with him 15 or 20 minutes, and it is stuck.
The technique is grounded, it's practical, it's comprehensive, it's clearly taught. It is something that if you decide you want to do, you can do, and you can apply it in your own practice, and you can apply it right after the training, I believe. I started to, and immediately saw results.
What did I gain from being here? Well, I think I learned more practical stuff in the 6 days here that I did in 2.5 years of graduate school. It's going to help me help my clients, which is the bottom line. Make them better quicker, and that everybody benefits when that happens.
It was absolutely incredible. I mean, what I learned there, the clients that you work with, the clients that are traumatized, clients I work with who have been traumatized, I mean, we can get them better in like one session, and it's just incredible the way this whole thing works. I mean, it's just incredible.
Listening to the first generation therapists, the ones he trained who are practicing now, came to work with us. They're still practicing, they're still enthusiastic, their stories are 100% believable, and you can't just package that and sell it. I mean, that was the real deal. I get chills when I'm talking about it. That took all the doubt out from me.
It's amazing when you see those kinds of results, and for me it's made it really fun to do therapy again. I realized I had started to burn out, and this has really re-energized my practice. It's gotten me really excited and passionate about it again, and it's rewarding to see the results.
This training has affected me by showing me I don't need to burn out as a practitioner, that I can be on the outside and use humor. I mean, we've laughed so much during this training, thank God, and to know that I can have that in my practice. I don't have to go down to the depths with them. My job is to help them come up out of it, and it actually can be fun.
If you're a licensed mental health professional and you work in a clinical setting, rapid trauma resolution is a tool that you simply can't afford to be without.